Thank you for joining us for this look at the best original reporting from KPBS News this week. I'm Maya Trabulsi. Coming up, the TK rollout in San Diego. California's transitional kindergarten program is exposing the shortage in after-school care. Cleaning up Mission Bay. The city is taking steps to remove abandoned homes, but what comes next is still up for debate. And precious cargo arrives in San Diego as a group of beagles are rescued from a life of medical research. And we start with a new beginning for San Diego's largest school district and one of its new high schools. KPBS education reporter MG Perez was in Barrio Logan as kids and teachers said hello to a new school year free from most pandemic restrictions.
The music of mariachis highlights a welcome to the new Logan Memorial Educational Complex, LMEC for short. The campus here in Barrio Logan is now the center of learning for students in transitional kindergarten through their senior year of high school. The place San Diego Unified sent its superintendent to kick off the first day of school.
We cannot do this without our families. We cannot do it without our communities. And so welcome back, San Diego Unified.
What started as new construction and renovations in 2018 has become a complex with the newest high school in the district and a starting freshman class of 250 students that will grow each year. There are also 4-year-old children starting transitional kindergarten and 1,000 students in all the grades in between.
They will be equipped with the skills and the confidence to pursue a path of their choice. Their choice, be it college, career, and beyond.
A new year means a new start for San Diego Unified and all its students across the district, along with the staff who will support them. There is also some old business that has to be dealt with. Not many people wore masks on this first day of school. The county health department's count of COVID cases has dropped enough for the district to allow its mask mandate to end.
And now, well, I know everyone's faces now since COVID got down and was a little bit low, and everyone's to take off their masks.
As these students prepare to study, the district's health experts are preparing to protect them, and there's still reason for concern.
There is still, as we all know, some COVID in the community, and kids bringing it home to aging parents or unvaccinated family members can be prevented if they're wearing a mask indoors.
The LMEC campus is driven by a Montessori curriculum, which gives students more freedom in how they learn and the choices they make. Amani Fulton is a new freshman who already plans to start a drama club.
It's a student-based club. Instead of the teachers running it, the students will be running it.
On stage?
On stage.
And where will you end up eventually?
Next step would be NYU, and then at the end of the day, Broadway in New York City.
The school mariachi band, by the way, is made up of students and some of their teachers. It strikes just the right notes for a new beginning. MG Perez, KPBS News.
The new school year comes during a heat wave that baked campuses this week. KPBS reporter Jacob Ayer visited schools in North County that had to rearrange schedules and find a workaround to keep its classrooms cool.
Rancho Bernardo High School and Bernardo Heights Middle School have been back in session for 2 weeks, but recently their school days have been shortened. That's because the school's outdated HVAC system hasn't been producing consistent air conditioning, and the classrooms have been heating up.
I just know that everyone was complaining it, fanning themselves off with flashcards and finding a way to step out of class and just get some air.
Mark Sladak is a senior at the high school who's noticed some improvements with the AC this week.
I know all of last week and the week before, classes were starting to take the class outside, try to get a breeze going, because the rooms were just like a humid sauna.
At first, the district brought in fans, and then they ordered portable AC units to bring temporary relief. Ruben Aris is the school district's director of facilities, maintenance, and operations.
Our plant produced enough ice to adequately supply air for both sites, both high school and middle school, and we will have air up today.
It would cost $8 to $10 million to replace the old HVAC system. So as a short-term fix, the district has spent about $500,000 on backup solutions and a 2-month rental of a 600-ton chiller.
We have continuous air now due to our rental chiller. We do not need to depend on the fans nor HVAC single units. Those were just for emergency situations. Now that we have our rental chiller, our air flow is flowing.
As the chiller is being installed, both campuses are having students continue to only come for half-day schedules to minimize their exposure to the afternoon heat.
I just hope that the system doesn't crash again and we have to rely on just a simple little AC unit that might not support the whole class.
ARIS expects all classroom AC units to be fully functioning by next week, with students returning to a normal school schedule. He says the district is exploring different proposals for long-term solutions to split and isolate the high school and middle school HVAC systems. Jacob Ayer, KPBS News.
California is expanding public education with transitional kindergarten. The move is drawing attention to some of the support services that many parents rely on, like after-school programs. KPBS investigative reporter Claire Trekisser looks at the shortage in our community.
Do it again. Try it again.
On a hot Sunday afternoon, Sarah LaPietra and her husband Vince followed their 4-year-old son Teddy around a playground in Balboa Park.
Tell me a message.
Where's the door?
I don't know.
This is a relaxing day, but there's a lot of uncertainty in Teddy's future. The LaPietras learned in June that he got a spot in their local school's transitional kindergarten, or TK class. They felt like they'd won the lottery. They could stop paying $2,000 a month for his preschool, and the speech therapy and occupational therapy Teddy receives would be on site at the school. Unfortunately, the lottery ticket turned out to be a dud.
We found out, everybody had signed up for the after-school care months and months ago.
While Teddy had a spot in TK, he didn't get a spot in after-school care. That meant the LaPietras would have to pick him up at 2 p.m. every day and noon on Wednesdays. Impossible, given their work schedules.
I just feel like we've been tearing our hair out for 3 months trying to figure out what to do. It just seems like there's no solution. And so I really do think unless something magic comes along, we're going to have to keep him in preschool.
Parents here and throughout California are in similar predicaments. Starting this school year, California expanded the number of kids eligible for TK with the goal of providing TK to all 4-year-olds by 2025. But the program is missing a crucial piece: after-school care.
We also know that working parents were really looking forward to being able to enroll their children in a 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. day.
Nancy Gannon-Hornberger is CEO of Say San Diego, which provides aftercare at many local schools. She says staffing shortages and licensing delays mean Say San Diego is limited in how many students it can serve.
It's frustrating, I know, for parents who were counting on that longer day of care. And we're here to help them navigate to preschool or some other form of care for their TKers.
The San Diego Unified School District has more than doubled the number of TK classes this year, and the wait lists at aftercares have shot up too. Across all programs run by Say San Diego, there are more than 2,000 kids on wait lists, almost twice as many as last year.
It's incredibly frustrating. It's been making us crazy since the idea ever came out.
Kim McDougall runs childcare for the San Diego YMCA. She says after the state announced TK expansion, the YMCA looked at whether they could get licenses to care for younger kids at their after-school program sites.
We would have to do all kinds of facilities renovation. We would have to have child-sized toilets. We would have to have an age-appropriate playground. It would be really close to impossible for us to even do.
Democratic Assembly member Kevin McCarty authored the TK expansion law.
One of the biggest things lacking that's the thing we need to start and make sure we complete it was having universal pre-K for all 4-year-olds to show up at kindergarten ready.
One San Diego school district has taken matters into its own hands. Cajon Valley Union in East County is providing free after-school care for all students. Superintendent David Miyashiro says it started during COVID and he plans to continue it as long as possible.
Pending some type of fiscal cliff in California where we have to go into a cutting situation, we're planning to provide this for years to come.
Meanwhile, the La Pietras had heard that Teddy might get into an aftercare class run by the YMCA, but they're still waiting to find out. Claire Tregesser, KPBS News.
San Diego State University opens its new Snapdragon Stadium this weekend. The event is overshadowed by the rape investigation involving former football players and how the school handled it. Alexander Nguyen tells us about some of the training that student athletes go through to avoid this kind of situation.
I can only do so much. I'm one person.
Brenda Tracy has been giving talks about her experience as a rape survivor. She was gang raped by several football players at Oregon State University in 1998. She sees a lot of similarities between her case and the allegations at San Diego State.
Looking back on it, the more I think about it, and as details come out, and the more I think about the similarities of the story, I don't get it, because I speak very specifically about the people who do nothing.
According to the civil complaint filed in San Diego Superior Court, the then 17-year-old teenager, identified only as Jane Doe, was taken into the back room of this house and repeatedly assaulted by 3 men, identified in the lawsuit as Matt Ariza, Xavier Leonard, and Naulinpa'a Iwaliko. None have been charged with a crime. The district attorney is still reviewing the case. SDSU Athletic Director John Wicker said Tracy was brought in as part of an enhanced training athletes get.
As I mentioned earlier, we've got all of the programming around prevention of sexual assault, upstander training, party etiquette. We also do leadership training. We do financial planning, all of those types of things.
All students athlete at San Diego State go through a sexual violence training during the fall semester. The training is provided by the Center for Community Solutions, San Diego's only rape crisis center. Verna Griffin-Taper is the organization's chief executive officer.
We have curriculum that we go through, and it's what is consent, some role playing, some discussions, and breaking out in smaller groups. So hopefully the athletes have the opportunity to really take a deep dive, really self-reflect, look at past situations.
She says the training includes breaking down the power dynamics and bystander intervention, so that when things go wrong, athletes have the necessary tools to speak up.
If you can't intervene safely, how to go access help and not put yourself at risk. And the other part is, if you learn about something later where somebody's been harmed or needs help, then what do you do?
The training with the Center for Community Solutions was brought to SDSU by baseball coach Mark Martinez about 5 years ago. He was first exposed to the training when CCS did a session with his son's Little League team.
It was eye-opening for, obviously, the parents. And then it was very eye-opening for, our young guys. They're not exposed to that stuff at that age. And so that's when I thought, well, we need to do something. We need to find a way to start educating our guys that are currently on campus about domestic violence and date rape and those kinds of things.
So we went in and talked with him and said, we won't train the team unless we can train you. And he said, absolutely, we'll do that.
Martinez says he noticed a difference in his players after the training. He says they are more compassionate.
And it's not just about relationships, outside of, the baseball stadium. It's also within the clubhouse and understanding, how to communicate to people the right way.
Still, despite the training, 3 former San Diego State football players stand accused of raping a teenage girl. Wicker got emotional when asked about that at the news conference on Monday.
Again, one of our pillars is to create great human beings. And it's hard when the training you provide may not have been enough.
Tracy says all she can do is tell them how her sexual assault affected her.
But then they also have to live with the consequences sometimes of those decisions as well.
Alexander Nguyen, KPBS News.
And here are some of the most read stories this week at kpbs.org. A lot of attention is on the wildfire that burned this week in East County and how firefighters were able to keep it contained. The story you saw earlier on Transitional Kindergarten is also finding a big audience. And beagles rescued from medical research arrive in San Diego. We'll have that story for you a little bit later. Years after residents left the mobile home park at Mission Bay, work is finally beginning on clearing out the old buildings. As John Carroll reports, the slow action is part of the larger debate over what to do with the site.
Terra Vista Management has run Campland at Mission Bay Park for years, and they're the company that's cleaning up this mess. They plan on turning it into campsites with some of the most beautiful views imaginable.
Installing new campsites which utilize the existing infrastructure that's always been here, and then making really necessary long deferred repairs to this incredible bike and pedestrian path going around the cove, and then landscaping, remediation, and road repairs, that sort of thing.
It is a monumental task, nearly 170 abandoned mobile homes in various states of decay.
$8 million worth of work, and it involves the abatement of these homes, most of which have lead and asbestos.
No one has lived here on this city-owned property since 2019. After pandemic-related delays and lots of regulatory hurdles to jump over, Terra Vista finally received approval from the California Coastal Commission last month to clean the place up. But as they have for years, Campland is facing opposition from some environmental groups, including the San Diego Audubon Society, who say there needs to be a lot more wetland restoration here, and that will mean getting rid of some of Campland.
Kendall Frost Marsh, which we're looking at here, is the only remaining habitat that we have in Mission Bay for endangered species, for water quality protection, for sea level rise resilience, and for access to education and community space like this.
Meyer says the Audubon Society is not against camping. In fact, he says they favor camping opportunities here. But he says the city's master plan now calls for 700 acres of wetlands by 2035, and he says this area is the best place to get much of that wetland restoration.
This is the exact right time for the city to be thinking about this, because they are in their De Anza land use planning process. And they have the power to say, camping should stay, here's what we want it to look like, and it should be right here.
City leaders still have to decide whether to use Campland property for wetlands and how much. Meyer also says the Kumeyaay tribe should be considered, as this was all their native ancestral land. But for now, both sides wait on the city's decision, one that may very well move the ultimate fate of this land to be decided by the courts. John Carroll, KPBS News.
The drought is forcing major reservoirs in the west to drop to dangerous levels. Local experts say San Diego is largely protected, but it's not immune. KPBS environment reporter Eric Anderson checks how our own water supply is holding up.
San Diego County's Olivenhain Reservoir is an anomaly in the west. The man-made lake is pretty much full.
The reservoir is a 24,000 acre-foot reservoir that provides water to our aqueduct.
Nadir Beg says that's a year's worth of water for about 60,000 families. He's an operator here, moving water in and out of the reservoir located near Escondido. This lake was built to help the region cope if imported water gets cut off. San Diego County Water Authority officials say the emergency water is just one tool they've developed over 3 decades to keep local water taps running.
We are secure, but we still need to do our part because these hotter, drier conditions are our foreseeable future.
The authority's Kelly Rogers says raising the San Vicente Dam, building the Carlsbad desalination plant, and water rights deals with the Imperial Irrigation District all play a role. Rogers says the projects are expensive but vital.
It's like your retirement when you're younger. You're like, oh gosh, I may never need that, but when you're retired, you're like, wow, all of the investments are paying off.
But San Diego isn't completely insulated from a climate change-driven drought that is strangling water flows in the Colorado River Basin. The Bureau of Reclamation's commissioner says all of the West's main water sources are suffering. Camille Klimlin-Toon painted the situation in stark terms during a Senate committee hearing in July.
Hydrologic variability, hotter temperatures leading to earlier snowmelt, dry soils, all translating into earlier and low runoff. This is coupled, as the committee has mentioned, with the lowest reservoir records on record.
The Bureau has twice called for Colorado River users to cut back the amount of water they take And Toon told lawmakers more drastic cuts are needed.
Between 2 and 4 million acre-feet of additional conservation is needed just to protect critical levels in 2023.
The critical levels she's talking about are water levels in Lake Powell and Lake Mead, the West's largest reservoirs fed by the Colorado River. The Pacific Institute's Michael Cohen says both have been shrinking at unprecedented rates.
So we've seen since the drought began, really at the start of the year 2000, so already 23 years of drought, that we've lost about 170 feet of elevation at Lake Mead. And the forecasts are projecting that Lake Mead could drop even another 50 feet in the next 2 years.
That could put the system dangerously close to a condition that water managers call dead pool.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, that's not good. No, no, no. Oh, you're not going to walk that one off. Oh, that's so gross. Ah.
No, not the Ryan Reynolds dead pool. Dead pool happens when the lake's level drops below the valves which send water downriver to Arizona and California. Lake Mead is just 150 feet away from dead pool. If that happens, San Diego could lose half its drinking water. Cohen says the water rights the authority bought from the Imperial Valley would be worthless.
There's a chance that if the different Colorado River water users can't come to an agreement, that current rules will continue to apply, and that Lake Mead will continue to be drawn down, creating the crisis really that we're seeing right now, because people see this coming.
And while water managers may see the crisis coming, it's still hard to cut back. Cohen says California will probably end this year using more than its share of Colorado River water.
And most of that overuse is actually not coming from the irrigation district, it's coming from Metropolitan Water District. And that's, of course, because California itself is in a massive drought.
Metropolitan is the region's largest water wholesaler, serving Los Angeles and many surrounding water districts. The consequences of taking too much water now could be dire. Federal officials are giving water users a chance to determine where cuts will happen. If they can't, the federal government promises to make that decision for them. Eric Anderson, KPBS News.
Public transit is a key element of the region's climate change strategy. Jacob Ayer tells us how an investment in young people is giving ridership numbers a boost.
It was getting kind of really expensive every month, having to pay like $25, and also just keeping up.
Karina Sandoval is a soon-to-be senior at Hoover High School who's been riding public transit since 9th grade. She says expired fares made her miss classes and even a test. The new Free Youth Opportunity Pass has gotten rid of those issues and expanded her world.
I did an internship in Chula Vista, and because I was able to have the Youth Opportunity Pass, I was able to do like buses, and I had to take a trolley and then more buses. So without the Youth Opportunity Pass, it would have been so expensive and I wouldn't have been able to do the internship at all.
The Sandag Youth Opportunity Pass program offers completely free rides on buses, the trolley, the coaster, and sprinter for those under 18. The program began on May 1st, providing free rides in the Metropolitan Transit System and North County Transit District. Ariana Federico Mondragon is with the group Mid-City Can, which advocated for the free passes.
This really does give them an opportunity to really be part of their community, get to know San Diego, but also it alleviates that financial burden that we did see families have.
For youth to take advantage of the free rides, they need a Youth Pronto app account or a Pronto Youth card. Those cards are being distributed at the transit store and at some schools, according to MTS CEO Sharon Cooney.
So ridership is already up. It's up 55% from last year, and that's overall. But with Youth Opportunity Pass, in May, when we instituted it, we saw an increase of 34% of youth using our transit system.
The Youth Opportunity Pass pilot program is the latest effort by Sandag to improve mass transit and make it more accessible and equitable for historically underserved communities. The program will run through June 30th, 2023. Jacob Ayer, KPBS News.
And that story and all of our content can be found on the KPBS YouTube page. In addition, we have episodes from KPBS shows like Ken Kramer's About San Diego and Crossing South. You can also live stream KPBS Evening Edition weeknights at 5. And we end with lots of smiles and wagging tails in El Cajon. Gillespie Field served as the landing spot for a group of dogs that have been through quite a lot. KPBS reporter Kitty Alvarado introduces us to the rescued beagles on their way to a new life.
San Diego Humane Society staff and volunteers watch as precious cargo arrives at Gillespie Field. 108 rescue beagles. Their arrival was filled with happiness and excitement.
Hi, little beagles!
President of the San Diego Humane Society, Dr. Gary Weitzman, unloaded the first pup off the plane.
She's really excited. She really is. And she deserves to be. First time she's been out of a research lab. So this is really great news.
And these are no ordinary rescues. They're the last batch of 4,000 beagles saved from a Virginia-based company that breeds and sells animals for use in scientific testing. Their rescue came after the Department of Justice filed a lawsuit. One by one, the precious pups were packed up and quickly shuttled to the Humane Society's El Cajon Animal Campus, where dozens of staff and volunteers have been working overtime getting ready to welcome the special delivery.
We have swimming pools set up so that they can have a big water party since it's going to be so hot out here today.
They will immediately place them in foster homes, but they will need donations to support their care until they're well enough to go to forever homes.
This is the beginning of their next journey into new homes, and we're ecstatic to be able to help them get into backyards and living rooms and a family that they love.
Kitty Alvarado, KPBS News.
And we wish them well. We hope you enjoyed this look at KPBS News this week. I'm Maya Trabulsi. Thanks for joining us.